Hi, my name is Stacy Cotton and I'm doing a video on individualist cultures versus collectivist cultures. And evaluating those two words, individualism is the idea that an individual's life belongs to him or her and that they have a right to live their life as they see fit, and that any sacrifices or goals that they make is their very own choice, and that they really don't have to consider the values or requirements of others. Whereas when we look at collectivism, it's the idea that an individual's life does not belong to him, but rather to the group or society for which he belongs, and that he must make sacrifices and goals that are for the greater good of the overall community. And looking at Kaori's story, having two friends, one from Korea and the other one from Turkey, I found that she must have very well come from a collectivist background where community is of utmost importance, and working out problems and everyone getting involved when there's an argument was very important and key to her. Coming to the United States, where I think we overall have an individualism way of thinking. We pretty much believe that we should mind our business, that if two people have an argument, it has absolutely nothing to do with us. For example, I think they said that it was not her problem and that she needed to basically stay away from it. I think when we look at intercultural backgrounds and we decide to do such things as interact with people from other countries, or in some cases marry someone from a different culture, it's key that we gain a knowledge of not just the language, but also learning the culture and the history of that particular place, and really learning to listen well. I'll give an example. My son is married to a young lady named Sonia from France, and she didn't want to meet me for a very long time. I felt very offended. But once I did some research into her culture, I found that for someone to marry and not receive the blessing of their parents is considered to be very disrespectful. So in her own mind frame, she felt that she had disrespected me by not getting my approval prior to her and my son marrying, and therefore she was very embarrassed to meet my son's family. So I really liked how our lesson talked about the importance of really looking at intercultural relationships and really evaluating things that are important, such as having children. There are different views on how children will be raised and the values that those children will have. There's also a great difference in how parents are treated in one culture as opposed to another. Here we very often put our parents into nursing homes and things of that nature, whereas in other cultures they're more about taking care of their parents and making sure that their parents are provided for. That's my intake on individualism and collectivism. Thank you for allowing me to share.